Are you getting the hot tub in the shot too? I want
Yeah.
to make sure everyone knows I have a hot tub and stuff. Hey Carrie, what do you think of my new look? What do you think?
You're just missing a chain.
I'm 300,000 subs now, so you know this is the new me.
Yes.
Party, let's go club. You're so good. I'm just kidding, guys. That was just for the clickbait. I haven't turned into a fuckboy just yet. That's at 500,000 subs. Let's go to the studio. Let's do orange today. It's a very celebratory color. 300,000. Oh! So first of all, thank you guys. This is insane. When I was first starting out YouTube, I had like 0 expectations. I always thought, ooh, be awesome to one day have 1,000 subscribers. Maybe one day I could get to like 10,000. And I don't think I'll ever be able to achieve 100,000 in my lifetime, but might as well just try. I'm so glad I tried. There's 0 guarantees in this YouTube world, but it all kind of worked out, and fuck yeah. Thank you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. When you're entering it, it can be like kind of scary. It can be kind of intimidating. But now that I've somehow managed to get myself a little bit further along on this path, I figured I might just answer a few questions to some new YouTubers. I want to know how many of you are actually interested in becoming a YouTuber, or if you're already a YouTuber, or if you care nothing about being a YouTuber. Taking that poll is going to kind of help me a little bit get a better idea of who's behind this like thing of glass, because I'm just talking to nothingness in an empty room. There's nobody else here. I feel like a crazy person. So let's just dive right in and see what kind of questions you guys have. Question number 1, how did it affect you? For example, do you behave differently near your friends or family? Aside from the fact that I'm better than everyone else now, not really. Like, I treat everyone the same. I'm just kidding, hold on. After I found my YouTube success, how differently do I act from when I didn't have any online clout?
You are 100% the same.
Do I seem less stressed?
Well, you're less stressed because you don't have like jobs to do for other people.
That is probably the best part, is that YouTube's enough to support me. So if I don't want to take on other jobs, which I still do, I still take on jobs, but it used to be like you had to take every single opportunity that was thrown at you, or else you might not be able to pay rent next month or whatever, because it was very like busy and then slow and busy and then slow. YouTube itself isn't consistent, but it's more consistent than like freelance video work. Anything else that's different?
That's different?
Yeah. I'm a baller now. Just kidding. I like how you just laughed at my face. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna ask one of my oldest friends too. Hold up. Dylan over here. I've known this since birth, basically. This is where we have a little montage of like pictures of when we were kids, like just growing up. We'll put some sentimental music.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. And we'll put more photos here. Hey, okay, so quick question. How would you describe me as a friend?
Kind of random at times.
You do not. I'm not random. I am a very kind and caring friend, right, Dylan?
Where's the... Yes, you are a very kind and caring...
You can get the out of here now. Okay. Get out. You're done. First of all, 300,000 subscribers is like a lot, and I'm very proud of that. But when you compare it to like 1 million or 10 million, they are in like a completely different league. Like if you have like millions of subscribers, like you're basically famous. 300,000 is like at the point where like sometimes I'll feel like I have some internet fame when I'm going around reading all the comments and stuff. I'll go out to public, no one gives a shit. Like most days when I go out to like a public place and just do my own thing, like it's 100% the same. I'd say like once every week or two, someone will come up and be like, oh, Potato Jet. Chat it up for a little bit, and that's about the extent. Opposed to like the huge YouTubers or like celebrities, like they'll literally go outside and then immediately 20 people will jump on them like, meh. When did you feel like, oh shit, this is happening in your YouTube career? There's definitely been a few times, like when I was first starting out, my channel was entirely about travel. I didn't think anyone wanted to see another camera channel because there's so many out there already. So I was kind of trying to figure out a niche that wasn't too populated already. At the time I was traveling a whole lot, and I remember when we were getting ready to travel, I was thinking like, I wonder how much this is gonna cost me. And if I'm thinking that a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing, so I started making a series of videos of how much it costs to go to Iceland, how much it costs to go to Cuba, how about Cancun, how about Cabo. And those videos blew up. Well, at least for me at the time, it got like 4,000 views in like like one day and I was like, oh my God. That would last for like a day or two and then it'd come back down and I'll flatline again. But every time you kind of get like a spike of exposure, you get a little bit more of that core audience. So when you post the next video, that core audience will always be there. But it was always still kind of like a side thing. I think it was around 50,000 subscribers. I started getting some comments from Matty Hapoya and I was like, oh my God, this guy knows who I am. And he was like, I'm gonna be in Santa Cruz next month. You nearby there? And I was like, yeah, it's only like 5 hours away. I'm coming over. I swear to God, he's like the nicest guy you'll ever meet. It's true what they say about Canadians. But from that point on, he was kind of like my mentor and gave me like a ton of advice. And that really like catapulted everything, because before that, I didn't really have like a ton of confidence on what I can do with this YouTube channel. But having someone like him say like, hey, you're actually doing a good job and you have a lot of potential on this platform, like that was like huge for me. And I think that was like my biggest shift in just like taking it very seriously. But to be completely honest, I do worry once in a while, like I've gone like this, have I peaked? Am I gonna start going down here? But for now, I'm just appreciating what I've got going for me right now. And I'm just gonna try my best to keep it going and keep making interesting content. Do you feel any pressure since having 300,000 subscribers? I try not to let it get to me, but absolutely. Like back then I would upload a video and like just a handful of people will see it. And now that I know that there are more people sitting there behind this lens, obviously there's pressure related to that, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad pressure. Like sometimes I could use that pressure and try to convert it into like motivation to do a good job. So I don't think it's all bad. How do you trick people into liking you? I still haven't been able to figure that out. Ooh, that's a good one. Hypnosis. Griffin Casey Vlog asks, how much you making? Is it full time? If so, what point did you take the jump into make this a living? Kind of a tougher question to ask because there's so many variables and it really depends on the channel and who you are. Because I personally know people that have smaller channels than me making way more money than me. And I also know people that have way more subscribers than me and barely getting by. Personally, when I was starting out, I was making about $1 per 1,000 views. And this is YouTube AdSense. So basically, before you watch this video, you might have seen an ad, and whoever puts up that ad pays YouTube to put that ad there, and then we split it 50-50 afterwards. And this is another thing that really varies on the channels. We hear about entire channels getting completely demonetized. It also very much depends on your demographics, who's watching, what's the age of them, what's their engagement. And as I'm getting more and more loyal viewers, I am starting to see that number go up a little bit. So now I'm getting about $3 per 1,000 views. If a video gets like 50,000 views, you could assume I made like $150 off it from AdSense. There's many channels that get much less than me and many channels that get way more than me. Sometimes I get paid by a sponsor, but legally I'm not allowed to tell you guys the details of that because there's usually a clause in there that basically says like this is to remain confidential. A lot of YouTubers make merch, so shirts and stuff. I have yet to do that. I also have like a video course on basically like how to get started on YouTube and how to make interesting content for the internet. So I have a little mini course down there. And affiliate links are great because like let's say I make a video about this camera. Anything that's on Amazon, I can just go and create an affiliate link. Then it's the same exact price to the viewers, but I'll get like a little commission off that. Do you have any tips on improving click-through rates for videos? The biggest advice I give like most people that are making content for YouTube is like cut it shorter. You know, if you have like a 10-minute video that you're thinking about posting, like the easiest thing is like, hey, try to force yourself to cut it down to 5 minutes. And by forcing yourself to cut out like the less exciting stuff, it often makes a much more interesting 5-minute video. How did you get to 300,000 subs? How can you or we promote our channels and where? My approach when I was first starting out is to not worry so much about promotion, but just focus on making the best possible content, because I heard enough people say like you should just trust in the YouTube algorithm. If you make content that's so good, then it will find it and it will blow up the video. And you know, if YouTube decides to promote your video, you'll get way more views from YouTube than like anywhere else. And this is just my personal theory on how YouTube finds like good videos, is that they take the videos that are posted and just see how people react to the video. If they find it kind of interesting, they might watch it for a few minutes and then watch something else. If you could get a small batch of people that really like your content and they're engaged with what you're talking about, then that 100 people will react to it positively. Then YouTube will be like, we might have something. Let's show it to 1,000 people. And if they all love it, 5,000 people, 10,000 people, and it could literally skyrocket your analytics like that. that if you can get into the YouTube algorithm. I've definitely gotten lucky before where sites like Engadget posted a video and that would bring in a stream of views and a few other spots. But if you're talking about when you have 0 subscribers and you want to just get a little bit of attention on your video, just share it with the groups you think that would fit perfectly, and do not spam, because last thing you want is a bunch of people to like click your link and then only watch a few seconds and be like, well, this isn't what I was expecting or looking for, and click out, because that tells YouTube like, hey, this video sucks. An example was when I made a Cuba travel video. I literally listed out all the expenses I spent and said, this is how much this entire trip cost me, and I like super organized it. And there was this one group on Reddit that was like shoestring. It was basically about travelers trying to travel on a budget, and I thought, this is perfect. This is exactly the type of video that this group wants to see. So I posted it in there, and in that group itself, it was a hit. So a bunch of people went to go watch it, and they literally watched the whole thing. They gave it a thumbs up. So then YouTube got that flag like, hey, this might be an interesting video, and then YouTube started promoting it straight from there. And now I think it has like 500,000 views. So I'd say when you're first starting out, just make that video as good as possible and share it with a few select people. And again, do not spam. And then hope that YouTube will take it from there and blow it up. What was the biggest challenge you faced as a creator when you were first starting out, and how did you overcome it? Ooh, the biggest challenge was for sure the fact that I put all this work into a video. I'd upload it and I would see like the view counter go to like 5 and then just stop. I'm like, 5 people. Damn it. It definitely takes a lot of hard work to gain that traction. And honestly, it could be kind of embarrassing to have this channel that's like nothingness. I actually started a channel back in 2008 and I made a couple videos and actually was doing decent. I think I got to like 100 subscribers and I was like, oh, this is stupid. I deleted it and I regret it so bad that I deleted it. Why did I just keep it up? Oh, I just quit way too early. But this time around, I knew not to make the same mistake and kept working at it and eventually it got some recognition. By the way, all these questions are from Reddit. I literally learned Reddit when I was starting out just because I heard it's a good resource for YouTubers. And there's a group here, YouTubers, which was kind of a community I was a part of, where you could kind of bounce ideas off other people. You could get feedback on your videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I just went back and posted on there and just said, hey, ask me questions. Mr. B. Wilder says, I have had my channel for 3 weeks and I am on 68 subs. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. 68 subs in the first 3 weeks, that's great. First 3 weeks of my YouTube channel, I had 4 subscribers. 4. 3 weeks of uploading videos, 4 subscribers. You know, and obviously the more videos I started to feed my channel, the bigger it got. But yeah, it took me about 7 months to get 622 subscribers. 7 months of like maintaining a YouTube channel, like that's like a lot of work and relatively very little payoff. Like you're not making any money at that point. So if you've started a YouTube channel and you haven't seen traction yet, then just know that's normal. Iced Tea and Pizza says, how did you get comfortable being on camera? That is a good question. It just takes a lot of practice and you get used to it. Like right now, I'm pretty comfortable talking to this camera right now, but like I cringe at my old videos where I was like, obviously like, why am I talking to this camera? This feels so weird. It does feel weird. It feels freaking weird. But now I've just done it for so long that I feel like totally comfortable. Chance Pierce 14 says, how often do you recommend new channels to post videos? And when starting, should it be quality over quantity or the other way around? Ooh, this is a good argument here. Some people just say, oh, focus on quality. And some people say, oh, quantity, just maintain that schedule. And I think they're both right. But me personally, I would say at first, just go for quality. Just get a few videos that you consider to be like bomb. Once you build an audience and start getting in the groove of things and kind of just knowing what the audience expects, then go a little bit more for quantity. But yeah, I have talked to a lot of people that was like, I'm posting regularly every single day for the last 25 years and nothing's come out of it. Probably better to just have a few videos that are great. And by the way, when I say quality, like good quality, I don't necessarily mean like great production value. Like you don't have to necessarily spend a ton of money. Do not be concerned if it doesn't look super professional or polished. Just like if people watch this, are they gonna find it entertaining? If you want to know more about making entertaining content, just click that link in the description to my Udemy course, so I could get more money. Homeless Muppets, fantastic name. Have you ever reached out to other larger YouTubers for a collab, and how did it go? I'm not the best person to answer that question because I've never been like a huge collab guy. I've definitely done some collabs though, and they definitely helped a lot, but I guess I just kind of try to wait for them to happen naturally. By the way, I haven't actually hit 300,000 subscribers yet. Assuming by the time I get this edited and all that, it'll be around 300,000. So unless something really bad happens, I would stock. Anyways, let's close this out by reading a few comments from my last video, which was basically the Samsung Galaxy 10s Plus versus a Red digital cinema camera. Tyler Cheeseman says, I can't order a pizza on the Red. Samsung wins automatically. That is true. But did you know that the Airy Alexa does have a pizza ordering hidden menu? Hey Alexa, order pizza. Beep, beep.
Special delivery.
Ha! That was nice and fast. Why is there a slice missing? Technology Nerd says, don't fire Sam. He made your hair look lit. During a pogo still? Carrie literally walked in as he like was lighting my hair on fire. And she like opens the door. It's like, and like closes it and leaves. Tyler Cheeseman, again, he double dipping in the comments. 923 was not expecting that at all. We need a present day parkour montage. I used to be able to do cool stuff. I can't do that now. I would literally break my neck on the first attempt. Do a video on why shallow depth of field is being overused and abused. Shallow depth of field is like awesome, but you can definitely get overused. And I say that as I'm filming in a f1.4. Look how blurry that camera is. I'm shooting on this new lens actually. It's a 20mm f1.4 full frame lens, so it's like very wide, but look how like just me standing right here, look how blurry this camera is. Just right, it's a pretty cool lens. I feel like I should make a review on it. Anyways, as always, thanks so much for your support. We're gonna go eat this pizza. See, this YouTuber, the YouTuber is paid for this pizza. Isn't that cool?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. There's this trend where you like kind of close off a video by putting something up to the lens. Just, bop! But don't actually hit the lens, because that would be bad. This is a brand new lens. Wow. You're doing it too slow. It doesn't look good if it doesn't work. It just looks weird just like throwing stuff at the lens. You gotta do it hard once, boom, and then it'll be like a cool closing.
Like a punch.
Yeah.